All right. Hi, students. Welcome. We are coming to you today from Greater Altoona Career and Technology Center's Practical Nursing Department. I'm Julie Patosky. I'm the Continuing Education Coordinator here at GACTC. And I'm joined today by Coleen Lucas and Mary Prorok, two of our esteemed nursing faculty here at GACTC in the Practical Nursing Program. And today they're going to share some information with us about careers in nursing. So I'm going to give them a minute to introduce themselves, and then we'll jump into some questions that we find the information we will share with you today to be very helpful. So, Miss Lucas.
Hi, my name is Coleen Lucas, and I'm an instructor here at the Career and Technology Center in the Practical Nursing Program.
And my name is Mary Prorok. I am a clinical instructor here at the nursing program.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for both of your time today. So first question on our list today that our students want to know is, how did you both decide to enter your profession as a nurse? And have you always worked in the nursing field? So Coleen, I'll throw that to you first.
Well, when I was growing up, it seemed like we played Dr. Nurse a lot, and the little nurse kits were so cute. So I always played the nurse. And as I grew up, I just never changed my mind. So I think I wanted to be a nurse from the moment I knew what a nurse was. Did I always work in the nursing field? No, actually, out of high school, I unfortunately wasn't able to go straight to nursing school. So I worked in retail. I worked in the business office of the telephone company. And it was when I worked in retail that I started realizing that this was probably not what I wanted to do all my life. So it was then in my 20s that I decided to go to nursing school.
All right, thank you. Mary.
Okay, for me, it was a combination of a couple things. I had some role models in my life that were nurses, and also in high school, especially junior high a little bit, but in high school, it just seemed like all my friends wanted to be nurses. It just seemed like the thing to do. It wasn't so much, it wasn't really a choice. It was almost like a calling. I never made a choice. I never thought about doing anything else. And I know everyone says that they want to help people, but where else do you help people when they're the most vulnerable? It's more of a privilege to help them at the bedside when they're taking their last breath or getting good news and having a baby and all that kind of stuff. So that was really important to me to help in that way. And also, ever since I could even volunteer in the hospital, whenever I was in high school, I was a candy striper. So I was one of those people that went in and delivered mail and got them ice water and that kind of thing, delivered newspapers. And I spent every minute that I could in healthcare in the hospital, and every job that I've had has been in healthcare.
Thank you. Thank you both for sharing. What kind of experiences, and Coleen, I'll direct this question to you. What kind of experiences or high school subjects should our students that are thinking about a career in nursing be pursuing while they're still in high school?
Well, I think clearly some of the sciences and some of the mathematics. I know I teach anatomy, and when I first start my class every fall, one of the things I ask people is, how much anatomy and physiology have you been exposed to in high school? And it's those students who maybe have had a little bit of a background in that really have a better understanding of what we're talking about. So clearly sciences, mathematics is always important in any nursing occupation, perhaps chemistry, although probably not as important as some of the biosciences like anatomy and physiology.
All right, thank you. Students, I hope you took note of that. The next question we're gonna throw to both Coleen and Mary. What do you enjoy most about your job as a nurse and also as a teacher?
For my entire career, I worked mostly in the operating room. And as time went on, I changed my career towards the end of my career and decided that I wanted to share my experiences and knowledges with students. So I think that's what I enjoy the most, knowing that I'm helping people become the kind of nurse that I want to take care of me. And I think that's what gives me the greatest joy. After we see our students graduate and we go to some of the facilities where they're employed, seeing the nurse they've become because of our education here at the Career and Technology Center is just a very positive thing for me. So that's what I think I enjoy the most.
Mary, same question for you.
Okay, so as far as my job as a nurse, I always like to make someone's day a little bit better, maybe help them get through something a little bit easier than they wouldn't have without me. I used to like to think I made a difference when I was doing bedside nursing. And as a teacher, I'm still at the bedside a little bit, but not near as much as I was. But just like Coleen, I like watching the light bulbs go on. There's some satisfaction seeing someone that's walking in the door here the first day, and then whenever they're at graduation, and you see what they've become and how they've grown and changed, and we had a part to play in it.
Wonderful. Last two questions, and we're going to direct these to Mary. Mary, what do you feel is the projected need for nurses in the nursing field, and what type of opportunities exist in nursing?
The population is growing older all the time. You know, we all talk about the baby boomers and everything. So we're in more need of healthcare workers than we were before. And then we threw COVID into it. So of course that increased the need even more. And also the healthcare workers themselves are getting older. So there's more people retiring and moving on to other jobs or even just volunteer jobs. So there's just always need in healthcare. Unfortunately, we're always going to have people that are sick and having issues. So I don't see ever there not being a need for nurses. And as far as the rest of that question, I believe, Coleen, did you want to address that as far as opportunities for LPNs?
Well, I think what we're seeing out in the field is nurses, especially practical nurses, working in many different settings than they used to be. They're in doctor's offices, they're in dialysis clinics, some daycares employ practical nurses. So I think the range of opportunities has widely expanded. Anywhere that you need someone to manage healthcare, you will find a nurse.
Great, thank you. And students, thank you for taking a few minutes to learn more about professions available in nursing. If you have questions, certainly reach out to us at GACTC in our practical nursing program, and we'd love to share some more information with you or invite you to come in and sit on a class and learn some anatomy and physiology, or maybe experience a simulation with Mary. So thank you, and all the best to you, students.